Well, hey guys, welcome back to Governor Rides. And as usual, every time I come to do a video, I have a sore throat. So please excuse my croaky voice. I don't know what it is. I'm just glad this doesn't happen when shows come around. But anyway, I want to do a quick video for you before the rain comes. We're supposed to get some rain today. Some few things happening this weekend. It is the weekend of July 15th and 16th. Down in Milwaukee, they have the Harley 120th celebrations going on. And in small town Elkhorn, they have a Rib Fest, which is exactly what it is. A festival celebrating barbecue ribs. And I'm going to pop over there at some point this weekend. But before I do all of that, what I wanted to do was just really put a quick video together to tell you a little bit about the BBC, or British Biker Cooperative Rally, that's coming up next weekend, which is the 21st to the 23rd, and I'll put the flyer up for you. Doesn't matter where you are, if you're in the Midwest, if you're in Florida or wherever, and you can make it up here, you are welcome to come. Any bike's welcome, but this year this is paying a special tribute to the iconic BSA, so there should be some great bikes there for you to enjoy, whether it be BSA, whether it be other British bikes, like for example Triumph, or other bikes, Japanese, German, you name it, they show up. So if you've got a chance to come by, take the ride out there, it will be worth it. And I'll put the flyer up so you can see exactly where it is. The reason I'm doing this video is I just wanted to put something up to show you that I've got my Bonneville now set up for a little bit of tripping or touring. I wouldn't say touring necessarily at this point, just because time hasn't allowed me to do that. But let me show you some of the things that I've done. I'm doing a quick walk around here, trying to keep my camera in focus. And I meant to straighten the handlebars up before I started. The ground is a little soft, so I've got my kickstand there, the plate. Anyway, coming back up here, I've got my Garmin Zumo XT, which I'm really looking forward to using for this trip. I haven't used it on a proper trip yet, and I took a look at the Basecamp software for this and instantly thought, forget that. I think you need a degree in rocketry for that, but there are some good guys out there doing tutorials for that. One of them is Easy Moto Tim. He's done a very comprehensive one, and it's a bit dry. It's not him, it's the material itself is dry because it's a very complex program, but check that one out if you're looking to get more details on it. So I've got this that's going to navigate me out there. Last year I used a cell phone and it was just a waste of time because it kept moving around, and I tried to keep it out of the rain, which was a challenge. So anyway, so what we got here is a little setup for you. Same bags, you've seen them 1,000 times before. I keep getting ants on me or something. But one thing I have added is this Grunt top box or top case. This is the 45 litre. I did try the 55 litre, and it was just disproportionately big to the bike, so I returned that and got myself the 45. It clamps right here to my rack, which I got from Tech Bike Parts, but I did have to make some modifications. The hardware for that, pretty much just throw it away. It's really no good for my rack, but you might find a use for it, so I made up a couple of aluminum plates here. I don't know if you can see them. There you go, see them, which holds the box on, and it's a quick release box. It does come off pretty easy, which I'll show you in just a moment. I have to put the camera up. You've seen all this stuff before, except the box. This is unlocked, so I'll show you inside. Right now I've got my rain gear in here, which is just my jacket and my pants. But there is a really decent amount of room here. I'm hoping to put my camping gear in here, a cooler and stuff for the trip next weekend, because I am doing a 2-day camping trip. It's really nice, padded. I'll tell you more about this another time. Last time I did a trip on this, I had a dry bag on the back here, but this time I'm taking my tent with me, so I'm going to have to put that on, strap it on good, and I'm not going to mess around with that today because there's a lot of stuff I've got to do before we get to that point. But I will do a quick video before I leave for the trip showing everything on it. Come rain or shine, I'm going to Blue River. I'll close her up. It's a really nice locking system here. It's difficult with one hand. You get a little latch underneath, you push, locks, and then I've been locking this every time I load it just in case. Don't want to take any chances. Alright, so let me get the camera on the tripod and I'll show you how easy it is to take it off. Alright, so what you do is just, wrong side, just unlock it, push the latch, there's a latch inside here, just pop that down, swing it out of the way, and then all you do, just slide it right back, piece of cake. And then you just drop it back on there, repeat the process, lock it up. What's also important to note is that this case is aluminum. So what you can do is actually use this as a little table. It's got tie downs here and here. We can strap other things on top, and it's got 4 tie down points here as well. So really functional. It's going to be interesting to see how it all works out, but I can't see too many problems. I've done a few rides with it on the back, and the only thing I will say is that you get a little bit of what I've called dirty air turbulence, which if you're slacking off on your steering, you get a little bit of shake, just a little bit of nodding there going on side to side. Nothing serious. Any experienced rider will just ignore it, but for a newer rider, that's something just to keep in mind. If you do slacken off or even have to take your hand off the bars for a second, either one or both, then you will notice you're going to get some little bit of side-to-side shake, which, as I said, is more dirty air than anything. When you take it off, that goes away, so it's obviously the box that's causing that. Now let me go over to the mounting plate here again. Now the box is off. It's a pretty standard mounting plate that you'll see for most top cases these days that are aftermarket. Just little plastic receivers here for the case, and then bolts through there. I ended up having to move everything, so there's some marks here and I have to paint over, just because I wasn't happy with the way that it was initially laid out. It scratches up pretty quickly just because of the nature of it. The metal that holds this on is stainless steel, so it's just going to scratch that, but hey, so what, it's about function. The capacity for this, I believe, is 20 pounds. I might be wrong, it might be higher than that, but I'll put it up. And I'm not going to push it anywhere near that. I just don't want to take any chances. So we'll see. I'll load it up with camping gear, I think, and maybe some secure stuff like electronics and what have you. But overall, I'm really happy with it, and it is banging on the back of the rack here. I probably should put some foam tape on there or something just to protect that. But when you get the box, it comes with some stickers. There are reflective strips that go on here, and I'll put a link to this on YouTube as well so you can take a look at it. There are a lot of brands out there, but the one that I bought was Grunt. But I chose just to stay with the black. It was a bit bright, you know, it stood out. Didn't care much for that myself. Came with some other stuff. There's a little sticker. I like stickers, especially for my fridge in the garage and my beer cooler. I should mention too that when I installed the Zumo, I did it according to Garmin's instructions. So basically what that means is I went hot from the battery. Now this unit will clip in and out, so I really have no reason to have an ignition source here, because as soon as I stop, it comes off, goes with me wherever I go. So I'm not really likely to drain the battery, but some guys have wired it to ignition, and there are some videos out there. I'm not sure where to do that on a Bonneville. I think I saw somewhere on YouTube that you need a pigtail of some kind, but like I said, I don't leave the Garmin on the bike at all. I've got a case for it, so whenever I get off of the bike, it's going to go with me. So I thought just leaving it direct to the battery will be perfectly fine. And as soon as when you've turned this off, when you clip it into the holder, let's go around the back here, it actually powers it up right away and puts you in the home screen mode there. So I'll do a better video on this. I'm just really just putting something together for you. So well, that's pretty much it for now. I wanted to keep it short and sweet just for attention spans, mine included, and to give a little plug for the BBC Rally, which is in Blue River next weekend, July 21st through the 23rd. If you're looking for something to do and you don't mind the drive out of state, come and visit. If you're in Wisconsin, get yourself over there. If you're not a BBC member, you don't have to be. You can pay on the day, and there's free beer, there's great entertainment, shaded camping facilities, shower, etc. So there's plenty to enjoy. Great way to relax and just to have a little fun around motorcycles, especially as this year is BSA. I'm looking forward to see what offerings there will be to video. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, I'm getting comments on older videos still, and I appreciate that too. So I look forward to seeing you next weekend at the BBC Rally, July 21st through the 23rd, 2023. If you're heading out there, ride well. In the meantime, I will see you again soon. Cheers and take care.
Keep them coming, folks. Come on.